before moving on, just want to carve out a little more differences between LX and UX. And I found Dr. Jeff Bergin, and he published an outstanding article titled LXD 10 Differences, 10 Critical Differences Between LX and UX. So he begins the article this way.
The term learner experience design, or LX for short, is beginning to gain currency. Yet, there's little agreement over what the term means. It's not simply user experience design for learners. Don Norman, who coined the term UX, defines it as encompassing all aspects of the end user's interaction with the company, its services, and its products. When we speak of LX, we're focused on the experience of a certain type of user and outcome, the learner and his or her ability to achieve a particular learning outcome. In my opinion, the focus on learners signifies important ways LX design differs from UX.
He goes on and describes 10 differences, and one that stood out to me is how learning science can differ from human-centered design, and they can actually be in conflict. So when you start applying research of of the learning sciences to experience design, you might find they're in conflict with what actual learners report through design research. So he gives the example of evidence describing what a screen should look like when people are listening, but the users may report that they enjoy something different. Yet, learning sciences might suggest that there's a different way, right, or a better way to learn, depending on what the screen looks like. And so a learning experience designer is probably going to lean more heavily on learning theories, but still have to find a balance and consider the business bottom line, right, if they're designing a product. All right, so confused yet? Dr. Dan Randall provides some really helpful insights that I think will help me clarify and kind of summarize here.
Explaining the difference between UX design, learning experience design, and instructional design can be tricky because there's a lot of overlap, and honestly, it can depend on the organization. Few companies have all three roles, and some companies have only one of these roles. So it really can depend on what aspects of the experience are assigned to each role in a particular organization. Generally speaking, I do think there are some important differences between these roles. So for a moment, let's treat learning experience design and instructional design as one and discuss how they differ from UX design.